Udonis, I'm going to start with you. You've seen this team up close. How long do you believe their current championship window is?
I give them 4. I give them 4 years. I mean, you just go out and you give Jaylen Brown a bag. You got an opportunity to sign Jason Tatum to a Birkin bag. You gave Drew Holiday a 4-year extension throughout the season. You're going to give Derrick White an extension. I saw the owner, as soon as the season was over, as soon as they won, the owner came out and said he's going to back up the Brinks truck, make sure he bring them back. So I'm giving them a 4-year window to keep doing it again. People talking dynasty, they got to get another one, but I give them a 4-year window. They got the structure. They got a young coach who they're excited about, who they believe in. 35 years old, I'm 44 years old, so I'm old as hell compared to him. And I'll tell you one thing, the Boston Celtics didn't play their best. The Boston Celtics could have been better in that final series, so I give them a 4-year window.
Just look at this Boston team differently than other teams that have spent. And we're introducing this new collective bargaining agreement, and high-spending teams are restricted on how they built their roster out. But Boston is so much different than what Phoenix is and Minnesota is because they've got their draft picks. They've got their draft picks in 7 of the next 8 years. They can build out their depth. And I know people are saying, how do you pay Jason Tatum $315 million and you're already paying Jaylen Brown $290 million? Because you return the starting 5. You've got Al Horford coming off your bench. You've got Sam Hauser, who's got a team option, which is going to be interesting if they can put a new deal together. You've got Peyton Pritchard. You've got those draft picks coming. Certainly Derrick White, the extension for him, 4 years, $126 million. That's going to play a part. And who knows where this roster is going to be 2 or 3 years from now. But Boston is different than what Phoenix has put together or even Minnesota has put together, as that they have the depth to keep this thing rolling right now.
UD, I want to ask you this because you mentioned the fact that you feel like the championship window is 4 years. How many championships do you think realistically this Celtics team can win in that window?
Well, I got to be honest with you. The East wasn't healthy, so before you can win a championship, you got to get out of the East. So I agree with Monica on that. You got to get out of that East first, and the East is going to be a lot tougher, and it's a lot tougher to win a second one with that target on your back. But I will say, in the 4-year span, they can realistically win 2 or possibly 3, but they can definitely win 2. But I'll tell you right now, there's some teams that's sitting at home in the East that weren't healthy this year that won a shot at Boston. The Miami Heat was one of them. Yes, we didn't get a full shot at Boston, but if you look at the past and the history of the East, the last 4 out of 5 years, it's been either the Miami Heat or the Boston Celtics that have come out of that East. And you can throw Milwaukee in there because they got one. But it's been between us and Boston, so we're sitting at home wishing we had a healthy shot at the Boston Celtics to play, but we weren't healthy. But we sitting at home, we wanted a healthy shot at it.
Go ahead, UD, talk your talk.
We wanted a healthy shot. Listen, we know we was the 8th seed and we had to go through the play, and we know what everybody's saying. We take it and we use it. So just keep saying it.
Well, if we're gonna go with chips on our shoulders, I would like to argue that the new look New York Knicks never saw this version.
Go ahead,
of
Monica.
Celtics.
Go ahead, Monica.
She says with her green glasses. I know, right?
This is going to be so fascinating to watch, right? Like, I feel like they could possibly get 2 in the next 5. But I'm with you, D. Like, there's a monster target on their back. And y'all, knock on wood, like, I don't want to be that person, but success can be so fragile in terms of health. And they've been very fortunate so far. But, like, I'm going to go back to our good buddy Wendy, who all week, well, it's Tuesday, or Wednesday, has just been saying it's so important to savor this moment. And you know, UD, how hard it is to recreate it.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Keep them going, try to wear, I pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA, it's